Hey everyone, how's it going? Hope you're having a good day. In today's showcase, we are showing off Oob. I'm very excited. He is a very powerful damage dealing character. So let's first off, for the gameplay, get into his passives and skills. So his passive, Cyclone Storm, strengthens the rush attacks and super attacks using sight using the Cyclone. The Cyclone is obtained by firing energy blasts with certain skills, being skill 1 and skill 3, and also the super attack. Then it gradually decreases over time if you haven't hit opponents with those said skills. Or just maybe it's just used in general. I have to figure that out myself. Like right here. His rush attack is consecutive energy blasts. However, if you have the more you have Cyclone, it gradually uses Cyclone for homing blasts that deal extra damage on top of your normal. So you fire 2 projectiles for every normal. So it's pretty dang powerful. The damage racks up super fast. His first skill, Rage Barrage, launches a succession of energy blasts in a set direction. Obtains Cyclone with some of the blasts returned to him. The amount of obtained increases if the blast hit an enemy. Okay, so there you have it. So if you just use it, you'll get some Cyclone, but if you hit an enemy, you'll get even more back. Okay. And then you can also move while firing the attack. You can't change its direction once it starts, but you can move up, down, left, right. Skill 2 is Brutal Buster. An attack that releases energy around him and strengthens him. He applies no obstruction to himself and removes Candy State. Increases the range of rush attacks and Shooting Chaser, which is his first skill. Increases the number of blasts from the rush attacks and shortens his skill cooldown when homing blasts hit. So this is his main skill right here for damage. Once you have a Cyclone up, you pop this and go crazy. Because it makes it so, if I'm correct, from no obstruction, you can't be stunned. Let me see if I can. No, I can't. Okay. So you should. I think it makes you immune to stuns, and if you're turned to candy by, say, either a Majub, which we'll get into in a moment, or a Majin Buu's ultimate, if you pop this skill, I believe, it should just take you out of it. So yeah. Anyways, other than that, it increases the range of your skill 3, which is very good, and increases the range and speed of your normal attacks, so you can just shoot everything out super quickly and do a buttload of damage. It's kind of crazy, honestly. So then his skill 3, Shooting Chaser, dashes in a set direction for a guaranteed attack that fires energy blasts to nearby enemies. Obtains Cyclone if the blast hits an enemy. This is honestly probably, I would say, his best skill in terms of leveling up. I do need to work on his Brutal Buster leveling up still a bit more. Still working on him, but overall, I think skill 3 is probably his best because it gives you a lot of mobility, including the chase down opponents or run away. Super helpful. And then finally, his ultimate. Fires a Cyclone Burst. Fires a collection of energy blasts and energy attack towards the set direction. Uses all the Cyclone in his possession when activated. The more Cyclone he has, so the more it's maxed out, the more damage the ultimate does. You obtain Cyclone when some of the blasts return to him after they hit an enemy, then applies candy to hit enemy heroes when their HP drops below a certain amount. I haven't exactly figured out how much yet, but I think it's below half, and they'll go into candy form. And then at level 3, makes it easier to turn heroes into candy when the energy center hits them. Also increases damage dealt and the number of cyclones. So yeah, let's go ahead and test him out real quick. Let me get his level up real quick. Level 5.
Another step in my training.
We get all his skills at level 1 so you can see them. So at level 1, this is his fan attack. It's okay, decent range, but nothing crazy. Let me turn off real cooldown. There we go. So it's got a decent range, but like once you start firing it, you can't move it around. But it's okay at level 1. The left bumper skill is pretty good even at level 1, because look how far it makes you dash, and you can dash away as well. And if the opponent's behind you, it will actually. I think I could show that here. Oh, maybe it doesn't. I'm gonna try to Vegeta here.
No matter how strong they are.
So if they're okay, so they do have to be in the circle area. But it lets you dash away, so if you're in like a close quarter combat, you can use it to get away. And then lastly of his skills, we have his burst skill. So here's his normal attack speed. It's nice, but nothing pretty decent, pretty normal. But then if I do this, just maxed out my Cyclone real quick. So this is his max Cyclone, by the way. You'll be able to tell because it's just gargantuan. And I popped the left trigger. Look how fast he fires all of that. It is nuts. And lastly, let's look at the damage of his ultimate real fast. So at level 1, this is the range and wisp it has. Pretty good, but it does have a decent amount of startup, so it's kind of easy to avoid. But as you saw, it did give back some energy, so that's overall good. But let's test out, like, on this Vegeta, just how much damage the left trigger can do. One more, and I'll be full built up. But look at his health just melt. And that's just from the normal, so not even including the skills. So, kinda crazy. And then maxed out, so we just get a level 15 real quick.
Time to make good on my promise to Goku. I got this move is gonna make. I got this down.
Now the fan is honestly massive, insane range, and you just have such reach. And then same for his left bumper. Look how huge this circle is. It's gargantuan. And then finally we have this attack, which now has a massive like blast radius. You do even more damage and all that jazz. You know the drill. Only wait for the ultimate to come back, I guess. There we go. And then now we'll get to the ultimate. It's kind of insane. But as you can see now, there is a middle part to it, in the grid. And if you hit them with the middle part, they'll turn into candy. Obviously, this can't because it's Gekishin, but yeah. Super. There we go. Let me quickly.
Let's go.
So if I, it's probably just kills on. Yeah. Let me boost his level real quick. There we go. Let me fill this up. Alright, so if I hit him with this, yeah, that's a tank at level 15, fully built up. It just did half his health. Now he isn't transformed, of course, but nonetheless, you see how powerful that is. And now let's hit him with this, not powered up. So I think it has to be when they're under half HP.
Now to finish you off.
Yeah, okay, so if they get under half HP, they become candy, and all they say was Majin Buu, they just can't do it. So overall, that is Oog's hit and abilities, so let's go on and get into the gameplay.
Training for this.
Alright, first gameplay. So I'm here with, partnered up with Gohan. So yeah, basic stuff at the beginning. Oh wait, oh. I think do I end up going bottom? Or what happens here? Jailing forget. No, Gohan goes bottom and it's me and Goku up top. Weird combo, but I managed to make it work. So yeah. And here I level up his first skill. But as I played more of him, I have come to think that his skill 3 is better. I also need to work on also his skill 2 a little bit more, but I feel like I'm just underrating it whenever I play as him, because it is a really powerful ability. But having all, but for Oob especially, you want to make sure to get all of his skills before like really maxing out any of his skills. Oh wait, I forgot the modifiers for this one. One of them is the skill 1 to get the power buff, which is one of the big ones. For also skill, the match buffs and debuffs and all that kind of jazz that I've noticed, The only ones that are really impactful are the skill upgrade ones, the wall food, and the EX Cell Juniors. Other than that, though, honestly, most of the time they're not that important. Like the explosion really doesn't do a lot here. Almost died, but I managed to get Gohan there. And I think like Goku died early on or something like that. I actually don't know what happened to him.
Boring. You seem rather unconcerned about all this.
I haven't gotten that good of Oove's ultimate yet. I still need to work on when we use it and such. So I prefer to mostly just use his skills and normals. I feel like that's better. Oh yeah, I was gonna massive team KO there, so we can just get to attack the gods real quick now. Real easy early on god instruction stuff. As for his card setup, for the most part, it's just a pretty basic card setup. Snowball, I'd say probably the Broly card, so that you do more damage when under half HP, and then the what's this Spopovich card, so that way you get more. Since you're spamming your normal attacks, you're gonna be doing that a lot. So you'll get that buff a lot. Close one. I managed to beat Goku. Thankfully, he didn't land a Kamehameha on me. I was like, probably would have died. I'm kind of surprised with Oob they didn't make him a transforming character. I was thinking about that. I'm surprised they didn't do that. I'm also getting better at placing down my support for actually helping me do stuff. I think his best support is definitely King there, because it just gives his normals a big boost in damage, so yeah.
Let's go. Gotcha.
Yeah, look at Golan's health just go away when I pop that skill. It's crazy. Yeah, and then I guess Goku went back bottom because he realized how stupid it was, and Gohan came back up top to help me a bit. Yeah, so right there, I was trying to target 60, but he has iframes and you can't target him for so long. My goodness, I didn't realize it lasted that long. So this is one problem with Ki Blast characters in general, is that you can't hit them through the Hell Zones. Not grenade, Hell's Flash, that's what it was. My god, those do a lot more damage than I remember. I think I maxed out my first skill, yeah. So now, like, here, for example, I just get so much damage on the enemies and whatnot. Yeah, as you can see, Oob's damage now is at the point where it's just absurd. His damage ramp up is so powerful, and I just do so much. And if I ever need to do a lot of burst damage, I have my left trigger to do that.
Nice job! Broke through the god of destruction!
Looks like they're out.
Yeah, we're kind of mollywopping them. I think these are players, I do think so. But they're obviously rather new at the game. They didn't know how to play the characters the best. But nothing against them, obviously. I don't want to sound rude. God, it's so fun. Oob's game. I'm a massive fan of Oob's gameplay style. It's how I like to play characters like this. So when I saw this, I was very excited. Yeah, this match is a very quick and short match, only like 6 minutes. So yeah, not bad whatsoever. Pretty much exactly 6 minutes when we got the Dragon Ball. Yeah, that was a very quick and easy match. So, yeah. Anyways, let's go on to the next match.
I'll keep on climbing higher and higher.
Alright, let's go ahead and get into the next match. This time I go with Frieza and Zarbon Midori. This one's, I believe, this is a bit of a mess setup. Honestly, I'll talk about it more when I do my Frieza showcase, but I'm kind of underwhelmed by Frieza, to be honest. I haven't tried all the other supports and all the other characters yet, but from what I have tried, he does seem like the worst character in the test at the moment. So I really do hope they buff him, because his damage is bad, his skills, despite being tactical, honestly don't really do much. Midoriya is good, and the speed boost is nice, but that's all it does. It just gives you a speed boost. It doesn't actually give you an attack buff, attack speed boost, anything like that, as far as I'm aware. And it just doesn't feel that impactful. And then Zarbon would be his best skill if he didn't have to build up over time. That was a massive issue. And then if you get his skills, I'm getting off topic. I'll talk about it when I do the Frieza showcase. What I think about him and such. So yeah. Oh god. Yeah, that Gohan could do some surprise attacks with that kick there. It catches me off guard a lot of times. Here it comes again. Make sure to dodge that one.
This is the power of a god.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, there's not a whole lot to say about Oob. I mean, he's pretty easy. Yeah, like Gohan's trying to really get me. And I think he gets me here because Frieza doesn't use Midoriya because he just kept it over by their base for some reason. Yeah, that didn't go well.
Yeah, good as new.
I'll win next time.
But yeah, his gameplay is very simple. There's not really much to it. You basically just spam your skills whenever possible so that way you can get Cyclone and then do your normals to kill them. Pretty simple, very easy to use character. I'd say it only takes minimal effort. Like, he's a very beginner-friendly character, but his damage also makes him, like, a top-tier character. So...
You'll get a lot stronger. I'll beat you!
One thing I do dislike is that the auto-targeting can be really annoying sometimes.
Let's go!
I'm gonna see if maybe there's a way I can change that on controller, because... AI pushing out there. I also know to be targeting the wrong person that has like more HP or a bot for some reason, and I don't know why, and it can be super frustrating.
Assisting.
Not to mention, I'm not gonna talk about Frieza here. I'll just say that he does not work well with Oob at all. He is like Oob is probably the worst person for him to be paired up with. Like one of the worst. In terms of attackers, anyways.
I won't forget this.
Honestly, I don't really know how I killed Bojack there. I'm guessing my auto-targeting attacks just killed him. Yeah, I tried there, but I forgot Gohan's ult. He jumps back in and fires the beam. So I got... yeah, I got wrecked there by Gohan.
You will continue to grow stronger.
Alright, let's get this over with.
So yeah, honestly, my overall thoughts about Oob, like I said earlier, he's a very beginner-friendly and very easy-to-use character, but he is incredibly powerful. You definitely want to stay behind, like, you definitely want to pair him with a tank more than a support, I would say, since he wants to be in the back and not, like, in front in combat. So him plus a tank is a better setup than him plus a support. In terms of skills, I think they're good. They're nothing crazy though. Their damage is, eh. His first skill damage is pretty good, but obviously all of his stuff is based around his normals, and his cyclone. So, like if I had to rate the character, like in terms of like simplicity, I'd say he's probably one of, if not the most simplistic character in the entire game. He's just super basic and straightforward. You pop your skills and you do your normals. That's it. There's really nothing else to it. In terms of how difficult he is to fight, that can be decently difficult, but if you get into his face, he can struggle because obviously he's a DPS and he doesn't have too many retreat options. And if his damage being from normals, if you're able to just burst him down, like for example 18 or Goku, who can do like a bunch of skills in your face really fast that do a lot of damage, like, they can bully you. They definitely can.
Let's do that again! Patrolman, check
And like you see me there, like I'm having trouble with Gohan, even by myself. Yeah, that was my bad. I didn't see the yellow health, I just saw the red, and it's like, ooh, I can kill him, but no, you cannot. Not a baby. But this game is pretty much set. They have one goal. We have 3 plus the Dragon Ball. So, yeah. Overall, once again, a pretty clean match, but I did die quite a few times to that Gohan. That Gohan was kicking my butt. Simply because, again, like, melee characters are a problem. If they get close to you and you can't get away by using your first skill and dash, you're probably just dead. Because his advantage is that they can't get close to him by walking up to him. At least not fast, anyways. Yeah, anyways, that's going to be the end of the video. I'll see you all next time.